The Lahore High Court is based in Lahore, Punjab, Pakistan. It was established as a High Court on the 21st of March 1882. The Lahore High Court has jurisdiction over Punjab. The High Court's principal seat is in Lahore, but there are benches in 3 other Pakistani cities: Rawalpindi, Multan and Bahawalpur. A proposal was sent by lawyers to set up new High Court benches in Faisalabad, Sialkot, D.G. Khan and Gujranwala divisions, but full court of Lahore High Court turned down this request in 1849. The East India Company defeated the Sikh Empire and assumed control of administration within the Punjab. A board of administration was constituted and the Punjab was divided into divisions, districts and tehsils. The divisions were controlled by commissioners, districts by deputy commissioners and tehsils by an assistant and extra assistant commissioners. The board of administration consisted of Sir Henry Lawrence, John Lawrence and Charles Grenville Mansell. In 1858 the Punjab, along with the rest of British India, came under the direct rule of the British Crown, and decisions with regard to administration and justice were now made under the authority of the monarch, Queen Victoria. By 1864, a proliferation of court cases necessitated an expansion to the judicial structure in the province. The Punjab Courts Act introduced 7 grades of courts, combining judicial and administrative functions and claiming jurisdiction over civil and criminal cases. The Court of Tehsildar was the lowest court, whilst the Court of the Judicial Commissioner became the highest court in the land. Over time, as appeals to the Chief Court greatly increased, later acts, namely the Punjab Courts Act and Punjab Courts Act, repealed earlier acts and restated the law regarding the court's constitution, powers and jurisdiction. Additional judges were appointed, and greater finality was granted to the decisions of the lower appellate courts. By 1884, there were 4 classes of courts subordinate to the Chief Court, namely the Divisional Court, the Court of the District Judge, the Court of the Subordinate Judge, the Court of Munsif. On October 1, 1882, the Chief Court of the Punjab Court was elevated to the status of a Lahore High Court, becoming known as Lahore High Court. King Emperor George V also appointed a Chief Justice and 6 puisne justices, and declared the court's jurisdiction over the Punjab and Delhi provinces. The Government of India Act 1935 removed the barrier that the Chief Justice must be a barrister judge and opened the position to civilian judges. An age limit of 60 years was set for High Court judges. By virtue of the Government of India Order 1937, a maximum number of judges for the various high courts in India was fixed. In each case the number so stated was exclusive of the Chief Justice but included all additional judges. For the Lahore High Court the maximum number was fixed at 15. On 30 September 1955, the Constituent Assembly of Pakistan established the province of West Pakistan, and gave the Governor-General the power to establish the West Pakistan High Court, which was established in 1956. Judges from the Chief Court of Sindh and the Judicial Commissioners Court at Peshawar became judges at the West Pakistan High Court. On 1 January 1981, it was ordered that the Lahore High Court would create benches at Bahawalpur, Multan and Rawalpindi. The order also specified that the Lahore High Court judges could hold circuit courts anywhere in the province, with judges nominated by the Lahore High Court Chief Justice. The first Chief Justice at Lahore was Sir Henry Meredith Plowden in 1880. The current Chief Justice is Muhammad Qasim Khan, incumbent since 19 March 2020 and will be retired on 5 July 2021. Lahore High Court is headed by a Chief Justice. The bench consists of 60 justices and additional judges. The retirement age of Chief Justice and justices is 62 years. The additional judges are initially appointed for 1 year. After that their services could either be extended or they could be confirmed or they are retired. The current Chief Justice of Lahore High Court is Mamoon Rashid Sheikh and court is currently made up of the following justices. The PCO of 1981 also afforded the Lahore High Court these 3 benches. The judges were required to take oath under the Provisional Constitutional Order. 4 judges refused to do so and were relieved of office. 4 other judges were not administered the oath, and were also relieved of office.